AWS Lambda is a very useful product for when you need a quick deployment of an API. While creating a Lambda function is straightforward, publishing it to the internet is a bit more confusing because you need to use the API gateway service. In this video, we're going to create a basic API and then publish it to the internet via an HTTP trigger. If you like the content and you want to support the channel, please drop a subscribe. It makes a big difference. Thanks. We are in the AWS Management Console and we're gonna navigate to the Lambda service. Just search Lambda in a search bar. And in here, we are going to create a function from scratch. Let's call it hello. For runtime, we'll pick Python 3.8. Every defaults are fine, and we're just gonna create function. Wait a few seconds for the function to create. Okay, so there is the starter code that we can start from, and in here we're just gonna return hello and then the name of the caller. So we're gonna do string format here, and we're gonna get the name from the event, and if it's not present, we're just gonna return hello guest. First, we need to deploy this function. So click on deploy, and now we can create a test event. So in here, test. First, let's test with an event without name. And so we should see hello guest. It worked correctly. And now we're gonna add the name, make sure it works. Save this one, and it should say hello Vlad, which is good. So what I found confusing about AWS Lambda coming from Google Cloud is that there's no specific format for this event object. It's just a dictionary, possibly nested, so it can be a dictionary of dictionaries. Some keys can be dictionaries in turn, and this actually. The format of the event will be dependent on what you do with the Lambda function. In our case, we're gonna wire it to API gateway. So API whenever we make a request to our test website, we will hit API gateway, and then API gateway will call this Lambda function and will populate this event object. So let's go ahead and go to API gateway. Just search it in the bar, and now there are multiple options of APIs we can create. There's HTTP, WebSocket, and public and private REST APIs. We'll use the HTTP because we need to access the query param object. So we're gonna click build in here. Pick the Lambda integration. Here our Lambda function called hello, and we're gonna name it, let's say, hello API. So now we choose which HTTP methods we want. By default is any, but we're gonna use get, and our API will be under the hello path. We can rename it. Let's call it greetings. So whenever we access the path greetings, it will go to our hello Lambda function. We click next here and create. Okay, so now it shows us this trigger, HTTP trigger URL, which if we open, it will show not found, because that's because our route is actually greetings. So if we call greetings, it will call our function and return the message. And what we actually want to make work is whenever we pass a name, it changes over there. But we see that right now it doesn't work. And I couldn't find the exact format of how API Gateway populates the Lambda function event, but I did this, you can call it like a small hack. And what I did in here is just I printed the event to the response with JSON dump string. So if we change this one, redeploy, and now if we test, it will show us the format of our test event. But here, if we refresh this page, it will show us everything that's in this event object. So here, if we just search for Vlad, we will see that there's this field in the event called query string parameters, and then there's a name in there. So now we can just we can go to our Lambda function. So we go to event query string parameters, which makes sense. It's a proper name for what we're doing, and we're gonna call get in there. So name and guest if it's not present. Okay, we deploy it. And now if we refresh this one, it says hello Vlad, and if we remove it, it should say hello guest. Oh, I guess this is because query string params is not present now, so we need to also provide a default for it, and the default will be the empty dictionary. Now if we deploy it, and if we refresh, it says hello guest, and again, if we have name Vlad, it says hello Vlad, which is what we wanted. That's it for today. I'll link my business website in the video description in case you need help with your cloud deployments. See you next time.